10 seconds of glory. Your company's name up on the Super Bowl screen. 100 million people reaching for their phones at the exact same instant. And then, nothing. A blank screen. Error 502. In the time it took to blink, you just lost $1 million. Not to a competitor, to your own success. Now take that exact same spike and throw it at Netflix, at Amazon. And for them, it's a Tuesday. Nobody even looks up. The difference isn't a bigger server. It's a blueprint almost nobody ever sees. Surviving fame online isn't about strength. It's about orchestration. Not one giant soldier. A coordinated army. And the crash you just saw and the calm you just saw, that's the same story. Just told by two different architectures. So let's pull that blueprint into the light. Every system has a war room, and in it, at 3 in the morning, there's a person on call, heart rate climbing, because they know the one thing most people forget. Every request on that graph isn't a packet. It's a person, impatient, half a second of delay and they're gone. To a competitor, to a refund, to a 1-star review. You're not fighting traffic, you're fighting human patience, and human patience is short, really short. So the tempting fix is, buy a bigger machine, 10 times the price. But here's the cruel math. 10 times the money doesn't buy you 10 times the power. You hit the law of diminishing returns. And then you hit a wall made of physics itself. There's no server big enough. Growing up always ends the same way. It falls over. So the pros stopped growing up. They started growing out. 4 pillars hold the whole thing up. 1. The load balancer. Think of a security guard at the entrance, reading the crowd, calmly waving each person to a different door, so no single door ever gets crushed. 2. Horizontal scaling. You don't make the soldier stronger. You bring more soldiers. 1 falls, the line doesn't even notice. 3. The cache. If 10,000 people ask the command center the same question, you don't send a runner back to headquarters every single time. You post the answer on the board once, and everyone reads it instantly. 4. And when splitting the crowd and multiplying the soldiers still isn't enough, you split the archive itself. Not one vault holding every record. 100 smaller vaults. No single breach, no single overload can ever take the whole thing down. That's database sharding. Forget the war room for a second. Picture instead the kitchen of an enormous restaurant. The head chef reads the order and fires it off to a station. Grill, cold, pastry. Each one specialized. Nobody stepping on anybody. That's your architecture alive. Now follow a single request. The load balancer catches it. The cache tries to answer it instantly. And only if it truly has to, the microservices cook it fresh. And this is where it all clicks into place. The magic was never power. The magic is redundancy. Watch. A server just died, right there, and the system didn't even flinch. Nothing here is unbreakable. It's just built so that when one thing breaks, the whole never even notices. That's what the calm engineer is watching at 3 a.m. Not 0 failures, flat graphs straight through the failures. If these teardowns are worth your time, you can support the channel on Patreon or by becoming a member. And sometimes survival is a sacrifice. Under real pressure, the giants deliberately switch off the extras, the recommendations, the fancy widgets, and let them die on purpose to keep the core alive. Graceful degradation. Choosing what to lose before you're forced to lose everything. So scaling isn't brute force. It's technical humility plus intelligent design, accepting that any single piece will fail and building so it doesn't matter. That's the whole distance between a school project and a global platform. None of this means giants never fall. Even they get it wrong sometimes. It means that when the architecture is right, falling over stops being the default. It becomes the exception worth writing a postmortem about. But now, the uncomfortable part. Building the system that survives millions, that's the easy half. Keeping the code inside it alive, the code humans wrote and now the code AI writes, that's the real nightmare. We spent 6 months auditing AI-written code running in production. What we found was instant legacy, systems born already rotting. That teardown is next.